Shout out to Godless Engineer. Let me see what you got to say about this one. All right, so I'm just doing a quick follow-up video. Just put up a video concerning this particular article from NASA where they supposedly had a satellite taking pictures from 1,000,000 miles away, showing the sun behind the satellite while the moon transits the well-lit side of the Earth is how they described it. But shout out to Dan Pratt. He left a comment in that video basically pointing out what we're seeing here is actually the definition of an eclipse. All right, what we're supposed to be seeing here is an eclipse. The sun's behind us from our perspective, looking back at this fake Earth with no moving clouds. Check out my last video. And the moon passes in front of this globe. So what I did, came back to this particular article to see what date this took place. So the span of 5 hours, we got 3:50 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. on July 16th. So July 16th is basically a day where NASA is showing us that there was an eclipse. All right. Sun's back here. Moon's between the Earth and the sun. That's an eclipse. That's the very definition. So I go on to Google and look for eclipses. Were there any eclipses in 2015? Let me see. All I got was solar and lunar eclipses in 2015. 2 total lunar eclipses occur on April 4th and September 27th and 28th. Meanwhile, the total solar eclipse in March sweeps across the Arctic waters March 20th, partial event on September 13th. So it's not saying anything about an eclipse that took place on July 16th, 2015. So then I came over to Sky Telescope just to check the same thing, checking eclipses because, hey, we got to trust our space agencies, take their word for it. July 16th. What we're looking at here is an eclipse. So let's check out solar eclipses. Solar and lunar eclipses in 2015 on Sky and Telescope. So what we have here, let me see, there's a list, I believe. The 4 eclipses in 2015. There was the March 20th. I believe we heard about that one already. April 4th, September 13th, and September 27th/28th. So it would seem that there wasn't an eclipse documented on July 16th. Almost like NASA's just making stuff up. Weird. You would expect, So if you can find an eclipse that was documented for July 16th, then by all means, let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. But as far as I can tell, looks like NASA's just making stuff up. In addition to this terrible CGI job here, where there's no movement of clouds and it looks like the moon's just flying right across, they also gave us a date for an eclipse that doesn't seem to check out. July 16th is when they said that those images were taken over this 5-hour period, and yet there's no documentation for any eclipse having taken place on that day. So just something to think about. Just another red flag, kind of pointing out how NASA's just full of crap, but I think most of us already know that. But hey, if you want to continue believing in this globe fantasy, then, do what you do. But for the most part, you're going to have to stomach a lot of logical fallacies and coincidences that point to the contrary, that they're actually a legit space agency. So, but yeah, that's all I got for this one. I'm going to wrap it up. Be good to each other. Take care of yourself. Stay flat. See you next time. Thank you.